there's no one way of looking at things. We learn about the world through a changing point of view. The CT-6 is used for training pilots to fly. This machine not only models three-dimensional terrain and mobile targets, it simultaneously generates 16 or more viewpoints through virtual space in real time. Looking at this, I wonder what would happen if we swapped the planes for fish. And what if pilots could assume the viewpoint of a sea slug or a crab? What if this instrument was so simple to use that it could render the world of a child's imagination?
Since November, and last night they jumped out of the bowl that I had, and my dad put them back in the bowl and they stayed alive.
Maybe they're saying that they need a larger bowl.
Maybe more place to swim.
They need more place to swim. That's right.
I want the big one.
Oh yeah.
I want the big one. Down gently. I want the jumper.
D-O-R-M-A-N-T. Does anyone know what dormant means?
The perfect school by Aquanetta Harris. The perfect school should have a McDLT food. It should have a pond with goldfish and frogs that stay in the pond. It should also have a swimming pool and a fruit machine and a little snack machine and lots of classrooms.
Also, I wish they had a daycare so parents won't go through so much trouble looking for their clothes. Another thing this school needs is electric classes. What I mean by that is when you walk into class in the morning like all us drowsy kids do, instead of you going to the chair will come to you.
The perfect school should be built around Florida. Disneyland should be there because I like the teacups, Captain EO, and other rides. It should also have a NASA Learning Center where we can learn about space, how ships fly, and how far away the other planets are.
And for the cafeteria, it needs shakies, not that dog food like they have now. That's my perfect school.
And here's for dessert.
So this is the place you're going to spend most of your time?
Yeah.
Do you all agree? Yeah. How many people agree that most of your time is actually in this facility is spent in the classroom?
Oh, now?
Now, in this school of the future, are you proposing, Annie?
To know the world, one must construct it. How would a child begin to construct any world at all? What if we asked the students to project their school into a vision of the future?
I think that we should have one humongous room that everybody learns in. So 240 kids will learn in. And at a time, a classroom will come back here. This will be called the learning room. And the teachers will sit here with their program and teach the children. Then they can go out here and do their work while other classrooms switch off, and this will be the learning room. Also on the top floor we have a swimming pool that should go down at least 15 feet, and of course there will be a lifeguard there. Each level, the middle level is the cafeteria, the top level is where you get your hot water, your drinks, and
The open school. And these are windows. It's like an office building. And if you go inside, there's an elevator. And then on the first floor, this is Bank of America. That's where we could go on field trips. And I put a penny.
Yeah, here's the cafeteria. And see these little black things, those are lunch benches. And in case there's like an earthquake or anything, or a fire or something, they just go.
Our fantasy dream that kids are like Picasso, you know, they're kind of primitive Picassos, and if you put them in this right setting and pluck their ideas, they'll tell you the truth. There's this kind of feeling that we all have about children. I don't believe that system. And the stuff that I've done with children has emerged because they're taught to when you ask kids over and over again to invent, to imagine, to invent, to create, and you ask them over and over and over again, you ask them to build their idea, to make their idea, to draw their idea, to do their idea, and you keep saying it and really mean what is your idea, then they begin to have ideas.
First we go to the office, which is right, and these are the two bells. So you could hear when there's a fire drill and hear when there's an earthquake. This is the office, room 4, 5, 6, 7, room 8, and 2, 3. There's a little door that you could open and you could play on the stomach.
Oh, so you're going to have trees growing on the stomach just like she's got trees growing on the back of her. That's okay.
Yeah, that's how it is.
You've seen buildings that have trees growing.
What about the little tail and the tail? I mean, this is the electric wires.
So how is this building going to sit on the site?
And everybody has their own computer.
How does it sit on the ground? How does that building sit?
It's like this.
It stands straight up, tall?
It's slant. On your mark, get set, go!
From most any child's point of view, the built environment might appear to be a matter of fact, which is regulated by adults. But if we could engage the school children in rearranging everyday space to furnish a stage for fantasy and make-believe, they might begin imagining how to redesign the school.
What if a big elephant came and sat on this chair?
What would happen? Break it.
It would go flat, right? Let's see what that would look like in a drawing.
Ew, I don't know how to make chairs. We're not supposed to make chairs. We're supposed to make tables.
All of a sudden, there's an earthquake. Whoa.
We'll rearrange the furniture.
Wait.
Hey, watch out!
Be careful. The only thing you guys have... Oh, you guys already knocked the walls down.
And that's architecture. You're supposed to know how it's gonna be when you build something. Like after you build, it's like a building. When you build something, first you make the architecture, like a model. Architecture is like a model of something that you're gonna put together. Let's see. Okay, you're gonna put some together and build it.
It used to be thought that the universe was something that was there to be discovered, but now it's realized that scientific discovery is more of a construction that is then attempted to be verified. And so it's much more like artistic creation, and in fact was before medieval man got in the way and divided out the two cultures.
It's broad source.
Mine's different. Mine's gonna be much happier than yours.
Mine's mad.
Well, no, broad source ain't mad. They're not mad, Mike. No, there's stegosaurus. Stegosaurus. Yes.
I'm making mine pooper.
I'm gonna make a big tree so brontosaurus can eat. Or you're gonna make these guys drown. See? They don't swim in water. You have to put a tree. Right now, here's the bricks. Here's the big blue sky. Blue sky.
Oh yeah, no, I have to make blue sky too, but I'm gonna make my blue sky different than me. I'm gonna make my blue sky lighter.
This color. No, we don't have no more light.
I'm not gonna make blue sky. I'm just gonna make clouds. I don't want to make blue sky.
Then what? No sky?
We are standing right now on top of technology, because this grass does not occur in nature naturally. This grass was constructed by mankind, and it's just as much of a technological object as the television camera she's holding. But we don't see it that way. We have this slice. We don't, at some point something is technology, and it's usually stuff that wasn't around when we were born.
Oh my God, that is cool. Actually, look at how you make different patterns. This is so cool. Watch. Come here. Look at this. Is so cool. Okay, you go to draw. Look at all that. I can select. Oh, what did I do? Cancel. light itself. Da-da. I want to try to make it white.
Okay, you want to have two pictures move around the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so
let me stop it.
Okay.
Oh, look at that, Adam! Look at that! Look at Adam. Look at if I can catch it. Got it. What do we undo on sound?
No, just select sound.
It doesn't say sound.
Yes, it
Oh,
top one says sound.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you have a choice of different kinds of sounds you can play.
Oh, no.
Choose one of the sounds that you want to listen to.
Oh, God. Now it's not doing anything.
Okay, hit play. Select play.
It's doing.
That's mine.
Oh.
Double click on this right here.
Double click on. Where does it say play?
Go to sound. Play is in the control panel. Choose a sound.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Sound is real long, so it's going to cut off at frame 18. Go choose another sound. Shorter sound.
Hey, that's mine. Oh, I wish there was rock and roll in this thing.
We're going to talk about the sounds of the weather. Okay, let's look at it. Does sound like rain, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a short one, but... Woo! And what happens when we slow it down?
It sounds like... Underwater.
Somebody said underwater in a cave. What we were doing when you were playing the different instruments is that we had each one of these synthesizers playing only certain sections, so we split them up to the assignment. Sometimes you're in class and you'll get an assignment from your teacher, and maybe 2 or 3 of you are working on the same assignment. Same idea.
Is that? Right there, stay right there. Stay right there. That's an automatic go doing that. That's good, Jerry.
Walking on the keys, and if
you could play the piano in an order. Can you play from one side to the other side, one note at a time?
I know. You have to go.
Now find a picture of the people that you like.
Get in there.
Yeah, there you go. Get rid of the background stuff. There you go.
Be careful for the people.
That's not me anymore. I'm not in the picture.
Who's this? TJ.
Eraser. Ah, his head is half cutted.
And you have these two things that look like a mouse.
Oh, now he looks like a mean dog.
Keep the line moving. We don't want the fish to get out till we get them on board. We need everybody's help. Come on, pull that line. Here you go. Everybody help. Wow, what a catch. Wow, are you fishermen or are you fishermen? Look at a midshipman. What kind of animals are all those?
Fish.
Fish. What kind of an animal is a fish?
This is the California halibut. So is this.
Oh, this is the tonguefish.
Very good. That is the midshipman.
This is a spider crab.
Okay.
Here's a this is a stingray.
Whoops. Oh, look what we did to him. No, he's not dead, but he's going back in the water.
One at a time, dump the bags over real slow and dump the fish on into the tank. Does anybody know what these guys like to eat for lunch? Worms? What kind of worms? You know, does anyone know how they freeze dry worms in the ocean?
Where's the big shark?
Yeah.
And they hatch in 4 to 5 days. They hatch in.
Oh, look at all these gobies. Oh, look at...
We're looking for.
Oh, these are all gobies. Goby, 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 goby.
Now we need a Catalina goby. Oh.
Oh, it's a certain kind.
Okay, this is where we get in big trouble.
I think I got it.
Uh-oh. Okay, let go. Fine. Go to edit.
Yeah, that's good.
That's beautiful.
Or sound and.
Okay, I did that.
That's.
Okay, go to file and select new. Almost time to go at 5 minutes. Okay.
What? That's good.
That's good.
And when he's like real sick, he just goes like that, and he jumps back. He's biting off his eyes, kind of. That's why he's all bleeding and stuff. And the last one got same thing happened. He was all stuck in the rock, and he turned like sandpaper stuff. Blackjack, the opal eyes, sea anemone, the horn shark, or the burnt Jackson fish shark. I mean. There's our only clam. Here's the scallop. There are 2 stars. Conch, the conch shell, mussel. I don't know. I know these sea urchins and clams. So are fish. And nudibranch are the little purple things.
That's very animal to just pull back in very fast, and then when it thinks it's all right to come out in this sort of snaking action of its tentacles. It's real good.
It can crawl around a certain amount of bumps.
Yeah. Well, with the action you have with the flinch.
Yes.
Well, you got enough action in the body.
Yes.
That if it went over something.
Especially if it's going over a piece of seaweed or up these kelp.
Rock or something, yeah.
Blackjack. I'm going for the rebound. Magical boy. Ooh, it's fine.
Blackjack's hawking it all up.
Ah, it's a touchdown.
He ate it all.
He ate the whole thing.
He squirted it out. You guys write something.
I think they interact like when they have food. You know, they play. See, look, watch the blackjack.
There's a piece of food flying around.
See, look, the blackjack is running after the
See, there's a piece of food flying there.
No, that's algae.
No, that's food. That's algae. That's not an algae.
Is a sea anemone dead? No. Well, when I went to the Typos, I went to see a sea anemone, and well, I accidentally stepped on one, but it didn't even move. It just squirted out some water.
How many polygons does this guy have?
I'd be interested to see the eye stalks. See if they relate to the claw properly. That's hard to believe. Impossible.
Okay, move it forward and rotate it 180. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Well, you remember these kind of wooden snakes that they used to make? Each one is a kind of a diamond shape, and they attach just to the point on the end of each one. And you have 8 of them. Each one can move about so far, then stops because of the bevel. They go this way, this way.
Well, that
you
would
have
meet
a
the
string of them,
requirements.
well, then you ought to be able to.
How would that shade?
That's a good idea. I think it doesn't really have shadows, right? So it shades in a direction. So it might not be that bad.
Then put a nice silvery, scaly skin on the outside of it, and you got it.
This puppy goes right through.
Conveniently blocks it, though.
Boy, throws the senses for a loop.
Play that once more.
Now, so we have range sort. As soon as his centroid gets past the other guy.
That's great. See if we start them there, and then I'll play back the sequence and see what it looks like.
Okay, good.